Okay, we should be recording already. Hello, everyone. Today is May 31st, and that's the official community meeting for Harbor. As such, please follow the code of conduct and just be nice to each other. With that said, I'm going to paste into the chat the community meetings notes. If you feel like add your topics there, I'm going to share that same document. Sorry if I sound a little bit funky today, but I have some stuff in my mouth. I added some aligners, so I'm still trying to figure out how to speak with this stuff. So we don't have anything added for today. So I suppose it will be a freestyle kind of agenda. Anyone wants to talk about anything, any topics, any discussions, any questions, and so on? All right, awfully quiet. I suppose everyone is thinking about summer vacation already, so I understand that.
I have one subject, if I can. We started our first Arbor operator community meeting last Tuesday. And we were only two with Marcel. So if any of you is interested in the Arbor operator development, we have weeks, we have a meeting every 2 weeks, and we'll be glad to welcome you. In next meeting, we will talk about the 1.4 operator release, which embed Arbor 2.6 version, if you're interested in.
What did you talk about in the last call? What was the information that you could share?
Yeah, so last time we talked mainly about the cleaning of the project in the backlog, in the reviewers. There were a lot of things that was broken, and we talk about the M chart of operator, which was pretty blocked because the maximum size of the M chart was reached. It's one megabytes. It's the maximum size of a secret in Kubernetes, and we reached it. So we couldn't add any new value in the operator CRG. So we talked about this problem and how to solve it. And we finally decided to start to unblock the situation, to remove the CRG from the M chart temporarily. And next time we'll talk about how fix it in long term, how to find a better fix. We don't know yet if we create a separated M chart for the CRG or any other solution. We don't know for now.
Oh, sorry, can you forward the meeting to me? I mean the operator maintainer meeting.
It's in the it's in the calendar already, and I've sent invites for this one. You can find it into CNCF list. Let's see. There you go. You can see this one.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
I'll send it to Zoom. Where's this one? Yeah, here you go. And also, I'm going to add it. And by the way, that's the recording. So, the video was uploaded to YouTube, and we have a new playlist for the Harbor operator community meetings. So, yeah, everything which is from that meeting would go straight there. Anything else to ask Vadim about this stuff, or Thomas to add?
Yeah, I have something to ask to Thomas. Did you also discuss the topic of separating the operator in two parts, like the part where you it's responsible for installing and initial configuring of hardware versus the part which is responsible of managing hardware? Did you discuss this separation, or?
No, not at all. It was not a topic for us. What do you mean by managing? You talk about day 2 configurations?
Yeah. So like
Okay.
day 1 is like the installation of hardware, right, with the operator.
Upgrade
and day 2 is like creating projects, creating repositories, all those kind of a managing of hardware, like day 2. Yeah.
No, we didn't talk about that. I didn't know it was a subject, but indeed we could discuss about that. And since the last meeting, we merged the first day 2 pull request about Arbor project. Maybe you saw it. I don't know. But no, we didn't talk about that.
Okay.
Maybe you could open an issue to discuss.
Yeah, I'll try to join the next one to see that we can maybe
Great.
forward the discussion.
One thing from my side, KubeCon China and KubeCon North America, the CFP period is going to close on June 18th. So we have a few more weeks. Anyone thinking about applying for this one? Do you need my help for some logistic stuff, or if you want me to join you on stage? Just
yeah, I'm working with Microsoft to work together to have a CFP about the hardware integration with notation, or we can call it a Node V2. So we want to have an idea to integrate hardware with Node V2 to do some signature innovation on this.
I'm sorry, I didn't get it. You're talking about Notary version 2 stuff, or?
Yeah. I'm working with the Microsoft team, the notation maintainer group, and we want to work together to have a CFP regarding to the hardware integration with notation and things around that. Yeah.
Okay.
What about the CFP for hardware, the project? Should we submit a CFP for the hardware project?
You mean the maintenance track?
Maintenance track, yes.
Maintenance track, they open a little bit later, I think. But if you want, you can check that. But I suppose since you're not planning to travel to Shanghai, right? As far as I know.
I'm not planning to travel to Shanghai, no.
Okay. So maybe it makes sense for the Chinese folks in the call to submit that maintenance track. I can submit for instead of anyone, right? But to be from the local folks and to have it like in person again, not virtual. And then from North America, I think we can do again some kind of in person between maybe again you or someone else and VMware folks. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm also not sure if I'm gonna travel to Shanghai. For now, looks like I'm not going to. There are many things to check before that. So yeah. Okay. And Yaman, do you need any help with that CFP?
Not yet. We are still on the discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. On KubeCon session stuff, I've requested some help from CNCF to have a new design for t-shirts to get away a little bit from the standard Harbor logo stuff and to have something more interesting, let's say. We have that as a project, as a graduated project. We can do that. So I'll update you once I have something. Or if they need something, I suppose they'll need some ideas, what kind of, at least,
In which area is this? Is it for the logo or is it for swag t-shirts?
for the swag, for the t-shirts.
Okay.
No, I'm not asking about changing the logo. I'm asking about t-shirts design.
Okay.
So I suppose we can do some for Shanghai with some Chinese or Shanghai things. So it can be like relevant for the conference. And then we can do the same thing for Chicago. So we can have a little bit more dedicated t-shirts to the event itself. Or if you want something else to be added, like some more, I don't know, just to move it a little bit and to make it a little bit more less formal and more catchy, so folks can enjoy wearing it. Yeah, so I'll update you on this one whenever I have something about this one.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good, yeah.
I think I think that is a good idea. If you can, I mean, design the logo, Harbor logo, also plus some specials and like Chinese, I mean Shanghai in Chinese. So in the t-shirt, that would be something special, right?
Yeah. That was my idea.
Yeah, I think that is good. But by the way, so that is, I mean, for those t-shirts, so the budget will come in from CNCF. Is that my understanding correct?
Come again?
I mean, for those t-shirts, so the budget will come from CNCF?
No, it comes from companies like VMware and so on. I'm sorry, folks. I have to leave you for just 2 minutes. I hope I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So we can create some t-shirts then, or some branded t-shirts that we can hand out. I think we need to get some information, maybe in the Slack channel, right? Like some ideas, what you would like to see, and then we can forward this information to Olin. That he can kind of organize it with CNCF and the designers. So if you have ideas, just post it in the Slack channel. Yeah. Are there any other topics you would like to discuss? So we have the operator. Is there anything on the Terraform provider? Do we need to maybe plan a new release or something for the Terraform provider? Or are all merge requests released?
Sorry, Vadim, can you repeat, please?
Question was, are all the pull requests from the Terraform provider released, or do we need to carve out a new release of the Terraform provider?
Yeah, I built a new release last week.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we have an announcement then to tell that there's a new Terraform release.
No, I didn't, but yes, we should do it.
Yeah. So, what?
Sorry,
What?
it's based on which Harbor version? I mean the OSS version.
It's based on the 2.8.0, I think.
Oh, yeah,
the latest
sure.
one.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. And by the way, do we have some environments to validate or testing the end-to-end scenarios in Git Action or somewhere?
Yes,
there is a
GitHub action which deploy the Kubernetes environment and deploy Harbor on it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So we probably need to have announcement on this, and in the Twitter Harbor official account.
Yes,
Maybe.
makes
Yep.
sense. Yeah.
I missed this one. I'm sorry. I'm back. Can
Yeah.
you briefly repeat what we need to announce?
There was a Terraform provider release last week with the new functionalities, and I think we missed a few of those releases. I think it's not just the first of the long time. Like Florian is doing regularly releases, and we kind of announce them as well to the community, informing them about the release, and also maybe inform the downstream projects that depend on the Terraform provider. I'm thinking here about Pulumi, the Pulumi provider, who is built on the Terraform provider, so that they also know that there is a new version and they can update their site as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Is that Engin from Pulumi?
yeah, exactly. And Gindiri is the one.
Okay. And do we have a process of notifying them, or just to write
No.
him? Okay.
Just there is no official process now.
Okay. So I'll take the release notes and do some official announcement or mailing list and Twitter, and I'm gonna contact Engin for this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was a 3.9. Yeah, 3.9 was a 3.9 was.
As in 3.9, I think there is some new feature and some
exactly.
deprecation because of 2.8 of Harbor.
Exactly. Yeah. So we should combine them 3.9 and 3.9.1 into one announcement. Okay.
Oh, is that, okay.
Hi, Audie. Yeah, I have one question regarding to the lessons tracking for Harbor repository. Do you have any update on that?
On what? I'm sorry.
I recall that you have enabled the lessons tracking for Harbor repository. The tool's name probably the Fossa or
Yeah,
something else.
the Fossa stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. This is but it seems that it's not working right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to address that. I addressed that through the CNCF channels with Fossa, but these guys said Fossa support is super slow.
Oh yeah.
So it's it's a stale right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I cannot provide you much more information than that. Maybe I have to retrigger all this and to get it working properly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Jan Fossa Fossa scanner. Okay. Yeah, and I have another one. Stone contact me offline to create a survey to the community. I can share with everyone the questions that the Beijing team popped up with. So if someone else like you, Vadim, or Florian, or Thomas from the other sub projects like the operator or the Terraform provider, you want to add some more questions about the sub projects, so we can have it in one go. I think it's good if we have single survey instead of a multiple. People can get lost. So we can craft the questions and use the SurveyMonkey platform from CNCF to have that in place. So I'm gonna share the questions in some form or another. And if you want to add something or change something to be more more informative, just do that. So we can work on this one and to get it out in a week or something. I think it's we haven't done survey in a while, quite a while, I'll say. So we would love to see some more information and some more insights from the community, like how they use Harbor, how they install Harbor, and so on and so on. There right now they're like a Stone Semi, like a 15-ish questions. So I'll send that out. And all of them are like open questions, not ABC, but like open to write something.
And the
So-
target is the community, right? So you want to ask the
Yes,
community?
yes.
Okay.
It's not product targeted. It's community targeted.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, everyone involved in this project and everyone is maintainer, as you are, as VMware is, and so on and so forth. They can translate that to products, but that's on their own effort, right? For example, I think you're interested, or at least I'm interested as well, like who is looking forward to have a enterprise support for Harbor. I think we discussed that like 1,000 times on KubeCon. People are coming and asking, hey, do someone provide enterprise support for Harbor? And I think that's a relevant question for the survey. Are you looking for enterprise, or have you considered enterprise support for your Harbor instance and stuff like this? So I think the survey should be open for anything like this, and then and we can decide what to get in.
Makes sense. That's good.
So we can get more information, not only like open source stuff, but I think since there are folks like you, like your company, building products out of this one and services, I think it will be more relevant for everyone to have more complete survey, even a bit longer, but more informative for everyone. So yeah. Okay.
And I think also like, so what people value in Harbor, like what is their main functionality there, cannot live without or something. I don't know,
Mhm.
like to see like what is the main driver for Harbor that makes it outstanding of maybe other registries.
Yeah.
It's something that we need to
As of
get
now, there is
again.
such as of now there is such question. So
Okay, perfect.
I'll put that in some Google Docs or something, and we'll send it out, or Wiki. I'm not sure which one is the best way, but I think Google Docs is the best, so we can all comment and stuff.
Yeah, perfect.
The Wiki here is not that
Yeah.
that collaborative in this way.
Makes sense.
So yep. All right. Another one. Out of the Harbor operator community meeting came out that do we want to stick to that way of doing the community notes in that wiki, or do folks think we can have a better way to do the community meetings notes, like HackMD or some other way? Some other projects from the Kubernetes ecosystem are doing that through the Google Docs, for example. So think about it. It's not like decision to take right now, but I think it's a relevant question. If the GitHub wiki page is the most convenient way to do a meeting notes, especially in simultaneous editing, that can be real pain. So yep, just think about it, and we can discuss it next time again, or we can actually add that to the survey and see how. But that's more a question for folks that are joining this particular call, not exactly the broader community. So
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Put it on
Yeah.
the next agenda. Question.
Yeah, I think we can talk about this. I think wiki is convenient. Everyone can access it easily. If you use Google Doc, I think not all the users have the Google Doc account or access. I mean, especially in some country like in China, many people cannot directly access the Google.
And also,
yeah,
there's some enterprises
so
that have.
so that is a problem, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Relevant input. So, yeah, it was just something that popped up from one of the discussions in the comparator channel. So I'm bringing that up. If I'm happy with this one, it's just a little painful when, for example, I want to add something, and then, for example, you, Jolene, you want to add something, and the concurrency of saving, it's kind of weird a little bit. Then something like, for example, HackMD, where like practically everyone can have an account because it's out there and you can connect it to GitHub. You can have simultaneous editing and more. It's more for collaboration than notes taking. As it's more for notes taking, obviously, and more collaborative too than the wiki in GitHub. So yeah, just think about it. Maybe we don't know. Maybe we don't need to change. I'm just yeah. All right. And also it has HackMD has on the fly updates for new stuff, and the wiki page you have to refresh. Anyway, it's not a super important thing. So by the way, the summer is coming up. At least I really hope it's coming up, because over here in Bulgaria it doesn't look like summer at all. It's like 10 degrees, it's super cold and rainy, but I really hope that the summer will show up at some point. So do we continue with the regular cadence for the releases? Because I think the next release should be somewhere around summer-ish, right? August, around that.
Yes, it's August.
Yes. So I suppose many folks are gonna take days off. For example, I'm gonna take the full August off, so I won't be around.
Mhm.
Which is not the issue in the release stuff as such, but others can take some days off. So do we keep the idea of releasing as we are supposed to release, or we'll have to reconsider that a little bit? All right, it's not to decide right now, but just think about it. If you haven't planned your vacations and stuff, we can discuss it next time. So when you have that thought about it, okay.
Yeah, makes sense to discuss the date, pick the date.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Anyone else? There were some questions in the Slack channel. Is there anyone from the Slack channel who wants to? No, doesn't look like it. To use the time to do some office hours. Some folks were asking some questions, and in particular, I got contacted by a guy called Andre, and he was asking if we plan to support or if we have some experience with pluggable malware scanner into Harbor, like the one that we have, for example, Trivi for vulnerability scanning, but they were interested in malware.
And they have to refer to their Lago scanners spec to implement their own adapter, and then Harbor can integrate their scanner as a scanning tool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the reason why I asked you like a week ago where I can find the source code, because I was not able to find it. Yeah. So it's related to that same topic, but they're like users of the malware scanner, not the actual vendor of the scanner. So Yeah, and they use some kind of Microsoft thing and Trend Micro malware scanners. So I'm not sure where they are with this stuff, but I was expecting the same. Yeah, as we have the pluggable thing, practically it can be malware, not necessarily vulnerability scanner. So yeah, that's why I'm bringing that topic up. If
Was this in the channel? Is it in the Slack channel?
no, it's you know, when someone joins the domain list, I'm sending them like a welcome mail, and he responded back that I can loop you in if you want. It's Andre from some satellite company. Yeah. If you, Vadim, are interested, or you
Yeah, I would like to
I
know more. Yes.
yeah. Jan, do you want to loop you in?
Yeah. So are they willing to contribute to Harvard to implement a new adapter for their scanner? So
No. They're users. They're users
Okay.
of Harbor and the scanner. They were looking for a solution to plug in the current scanner that they're using from Trend Micro and Microsoft into Harbor. Yeah. But if we can use that thing to enlarge the capability and for example talk to Trend Micro or Microsoft, they can plug in their stuff as we have it already for a few others. I think it will be good stuff. I don't know, just asking out loud.
I think it would be good idea to have a kind of a typical malware antivirus scanner for container images, and I've been looking into this already in the past.
Okay, fantastic. So I'll contact you and we can drive this topic forward with them. And maybe I think we have some contacts from Trend Micro as they're listed as users of Harbor. So maybe we can track down someone from Trend Micro if they're willing to spare some time and work on that. I don't know. I find it useful. So I think we should invest a little bit of time, at least investigating what are the options and if someone wants to do something about it.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna add that as well, so not to forget. I'm using that list. You see, I'm misusing the list to take notes for my actions. Otherwise, it's gonna pop up. All right. Okay. I run out of topics for today. If someone else has something to discuss.
Hi, Olin. I have one. Do you think that we need to send out a message to the whole community regarding to the node deprecation in 2009? So then, I mean that the user can start migrate their signature from node to cosign, because that we do not support migration the node signature. So once they upgrade Harbor to 2009, so then all of their signature will gone. So if I prefer that we can send out message right now, so then
Yes.
they can start to prepare migration.
Yeah. It's a great idea. Actually, I was about to ask you similar thing because we did that mistake for the chart museum. So,
Yes.
But to do that, I think it should be like full article around how to migrate the notary signatures to cosign. So
actually, we do not support migration. The user has to remove the signature with notary CLI, so then resign their artifacts with cosign. They just have to move their signature solution from notary to cosign. So yeah.
Yes, yeah, but my point was to, instead of only saying, hey folks, by the way, we're gonna remove notary from 2.9, so you should migrate. is going to be super community friendly and user friendly to give them some actionable things to do for the
Yeah.
like, yeah, you have to do this and that. So when you upgrade to 2.9, you're not surprised your signatures are gone, but you have to take some precautious steps. So you still have signatures with cosign even after migration and stuff like this. I mean, to prep them and not to be like just pure information. We are removing that functionality. So sorry, and figure out on your own how to do the cosign signatures. So it should be like a complete guide. Okay, complete, not much complete, like end to end, but it should be some guidance how to do this stuff as we are moving functionalities.
Yeah, sure. I will write down on wiki page.
Yes. So if we can do some kind of, again, like Google Docs or whatever, and to do that blog post, I think the best will be to do a blog post and then we send the message out like, hey, in 2.9 we remove notary, check this out, this blog post. You can have all the details there about how to do the cosign signatures and what to expect in 2.9 not having notary and stuff like this. I mean, to prep them and to, if it's not just a mail or tweet or something, it's something solid like a blog post, it would be more useful for future references if someone wants to or someone has a questions, like we had that questions about Chat Museum like 1,000 times. And I think you especially, you send that link to the discussion like at least 20 times to different people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid that loop again of sending links like crazy to community and try to explain why we did this and why we did that and what was the reason and so on. So all that in one place. Here you go. That's the information you need. Feel free to use it. So
Yeah, sure.
So so I think we can work together on the figuring out all the words and everything about the whole thing. Yeah. And as we have August for release, I think if we try to aim that like end of this month, not this month, but end of June, so they have some time in July and some time in August. If we aim for August, I think we'll be fine. Like month and a half in advance, I think it's more than enough. And that's like not the first communication about this stuff. It's like the official thing. Yeah, so should be all right.
Yeah, sure. Let's work together to figure out. Yes.
Nice. Okay. All right. Another point. All right, that's not exactly migration, but and use all right. Duplication. What's wrong? All right. All right. Good stuff, Jan. Thank you. That is something that we definitely need to do. All right. And anyone else wants to bring something up? No. Vadim is shaking head. So no. All right.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry.
That's all right.
When you was talking about the Chat Museum migration, I tried to use the tool on GitHub to migrate the charts, and I didn't achieve. It's not working. I didn't achieve to make it work. I don't know if here some people have worked with it or use other tools. And moreover, the problem with this tool is that it needs to be run as administrator of Arbor. And as a provider, I would like to give a tool to my customers so that they will be able to to migrate themselves their M charts. I don't know if someone had the same use case here, or is someone interested if I develop a script to do that?
Are you referring to the one that Jan1's team
Yeah.
developed and the
Yes.
steps? Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a wiki page to document the migration steps for either as Jordan shared. So Jordan, can you open that link in the chat? Yeah, we have a tool to help user to migrate their chart medium charts, and it supports both and Docker composed hardware or Kubernetes based hardware. So
Okay.
yeah. So Audin, can you open the link and that Jordan shared in the chat? Yeah, LabWiki is the tool. Yes, it is. So you can follow this wiki page to do the migration.
Okay, great. I didn't find it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
by the way, Thomas, so when you mentioned that you use a tool, so which tool you are using?
The one in the Arbor repository in tools/migrate charts.
Oh, okay. So that is the repo, one of the photo in Harbor repo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So the wiki page is the latest one we have provided to do the migration. So that tool maybe we need to think whether we need to add a link in that tool.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Okay, great. Thank you. I will take a look.
Right. I've added the 2 links. One that Jolene sent and one Vadim that sent. That's the proxy for the second one is the proxy from Artifactory, right, Vadim? Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Anything else for today? Something like last minute call? If not, thank you very much. I'm going to pick my kids from kindergarten and see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.
See
you.
Bye.
See you next
See
time.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.